Ooh, who let the dogs out, ladies and gents? I haven't heard this song in a long time, but we're going to let some dogs out today. So many of you want to go traveling. How about you do it on a discount? That's what today's lesson is all about. So let's do this thing. Here we go.
Shut up and sit down.
The Business Bros Podcast was created for you. Learn from the business professionals who come to share their stories. Find out what's working in business and social media, what's hot and what's not, straight from the mouths of successful entrepreneurs out there doing the real work. And now, welcome to another episode of
Business Bros. Yeah. All right, Ham, let's do this thing.
Let's do it. All right, all you business pros out there. Before we jump into the show, just a quick reminder to please subscribe on whichever platform it is that you're listening to us on today. Give us a like, give us a follow, subscribe, and drop a review. Help other like-minded business owners find value from our awesome guests while we rise up in those podcast rankings. We'll sincerely appreciate every single one of you for it. And if you want to be a guest on the show, we'd love to have you on to learn from you as well. Go to www.businessbros.biz, schedule your time, and don't forget to follow us on all our social medias at Business Bros Pod. All right, everybody, we're so excited and honored to bring another incredible guest to the Business Bros Pod. Today's guest has an amazing story of triumph and overcoming devastating obstacles. When our guest first joined this company more than 15 years ago, he became an authorized dealer of memberships that help people save money on travel. Our guest believed in the company so much that he purchased the rights to be the only seller in Georgia and several other states. The problem was the discounts didn't work and the memberships were worthless. To fix this little dilemma, our guest decided the company owners had no choice but to sell him the company, and sell they did. Tune in today to hear how our guest took charge of that company and turned it from a sinking ship into a jet-fueled, multi-million-dollar machine built for one thing: saving you money on travel, entertainment, and recreation. Joining us today from HotelsEtc.com out of Loganville, Georgia, welcome to the show, Shawn Pigg!
Oh, man, dude, that
almost looked like my house parties.
Yeah.
We're trying to bring the party every time.
All
Great
right.
intro. Thank you for allowing me today.
Yeah, man, we're excited to have you here, dude. Somebody who got into a business as an employee, ended up taking it over. Like, walk me through that, man. Like, what's going through your mind when this company's not going in the direction you see it going?
It was overwhelming. So I was in a corporate world and, making seven figures at, my young 20s, and which was great back in 2000, early 2000s. And I never got to see my son or my wife. So my wife was pregnant with the second child, and I went into my company and I said, I want an executive position where I could stay around the house and, be around my children. And he said, Shawn, nobody will listen to you. I said, well, let me tell you this. I turned this company into $1 billion company. You give me an executive position so I could stay home with my family, or I quit. They said, do you realize you're leaving, $250,000 a year job? I said, absolutely. I'm done. And they said, he shook my hand. Well, a year later, they went out of business. But anyhow, that December, I was sitting there watching an infomercial on TV, and I seen Hotels Etc. And I said, oh my God, that's the future. No ands, if, or buts about it. That's the future. So I went ahead and I bought the exclusive territories for a lot of different states. It would have been Hotel Etc. of Georgia, Hotel Etc. of Florida, Hotel Etc. of California. Spent about, I don't know, maybe $100,000. All my money I had saved up. Every bit, that was all my money. And once again, my wife was pregnant. So I showed up at the house and there was all this material in the driveway, and I was so excited. I was on top of my world, and I went and hired my friends, and they went out and resold the memberships. We made $100,000 the first month. $100,000. I was like, this is awesome. And then 2 weeks later, had over $100,000 in chargebacks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
Ow!
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, oh,
damn.
My wife was crying.
Hell yeah. let's pause this for a second. Okay, so just to recap, you come in and no recap, not nightcap. Like he's not done yet. The story ain't over. It ain't over. But Shawn, okay,
I bet he felt like it though.
I know, right? So
Pretty much.
you start to build all these. Okay, so how do you even lose it? I don't get it. I don't get it. Where did these chargebacks come from? Like why can't you clear them?
Hotels, etc. at one time used to be a huge company, and then September 11th happened, and then the travel industry busted during the 9/11 time period. So it went dormant for about 3 or 4 years, and the owner of the hotel, etc. at the time, decided to bring it back to the forefront. In 2005, as things started picking back up from post 9/11, and I seen it on the infomercial, and I got booklets in the mail. I probably have one around here. I got booklets in the mail, and you used to be able to show the hotel this booklet and get 50% off the rack rate. Well, I hired all my friends. They were people that worked at hospitals. They were doctors. They were lawyers. They were influential people that I knew. That I hired them. They went out and sold all their friends and family, and none of them worked. Nothing worked. So,
none of the coupons that you had in the booklets were working at all.
They're 4 or 5 years old. But see, here's the thing. I told you I lost 100,000 in chargebacks, but
yeah,
a ticker. Every sale that was made, I paid 30% commission on. I lost the commissions also. And, I got the chargebacks, but I couldn't go back to people and get the commissions back. So at that time,
I hope you're insured.
Yeah,
essentially, I love it. Essentially, I was, at that time, $142,000 in debt.
Oh man! But look, Shawn, I don't know you very well. I mean, we literally just met today. But to be in the position that you're in, one of the most replenishable power sources that you have at your disposal is your ability to sell. Like you didn't get to the position where you're at because you had a hard time making more sales. So I'm assuming 142,000 in debt is just like something that gives you a swift kick in the ass and puts you into gear. Like what?
It was inspiration. It was inspiration. I said, you know what? I called the owner of the company up. I said, you will sell me this company. I'll spend the rest of my life tracking you down. That's your options. And they sold me the company. And then, of course, we went through court battles with his ex-wife and this and that, all kinds of stuff, like 5 years of court battles. I finally ultimately got the company. And keep in mind, I turned a home improvement company into $1 billion a year. So I came from the home improvement industry. I was never in this industry. So needless to say, I had to start over from scratch on it. But being basically broke. And my second child is getting ready to come out.
So what did you do different then? What was the thing that turned it around? I mean, if you went 142 in the hole selling books that didn't have valid coupons in it, like how did you change that? What is it that made it the pivot point for you?
I immediately knew I had to crash the system, and I had to network as much as possible with each and everybody I could possibly network. And that's what I did. I worked probably about 20 hours a day for probably 2.5 years. And I networked with everybody, negotiated deals, built new systems. And then once I got an infrastructure, I decided to look in what's coming out, what's in the future, what should we prepare for? And that's what I've done for the last 15 years of my company now. I'm looking at what's happening in a year or two from now, what's going to happen in the industry, what's going to happen to buying habits, consumer habits, the 3 different type of generations that we're marketing to right now. What is going to happen? The new technology. And so I had to reconstruct the entire company and redo it.
So you got hit pretty hard then when COVID came around the corner, because just like 9/11, all of a sudden you couldn't travel the way you wanted to for a while there. What was that like?
Well, we experienced the 2008 financial crisis, so we made it through that. And I took what I learned from that era right there, that was very dramatic on any business owner. I took from what I learned from that era and applied it to what we just went through on COVID. One thing that we did at Hotels Etc. with me, my suppliers, and I, and my company, we last February we refunded over $38 million to people. $38 million. We refunded it because everything was shut down. It wasn't my money, but it was for the bookings, and it was for the overall program and the value of Hotels Etc. in general. We had to lay off hundreds of employees, unfortunately. And basically, we shut down, during the COVID experience. And then during that time period, I felt that we should take advantage of it and redevelop, restructure, and prepare for the future. Once again, I'm always a year or two ahead of time. And I was like, well, we have to change. We have to restructure our entire system so post COVID, we're in a good position to be able to run.
So what's it like now? What does that new position look like?
We have broke every record we've had since I've been with the company. Yeah, it's been the bookings that we have, the influencers, the network that we have. Our personal income is not where it was. The Hotels Etc.'s income is not where it was, pre-pandemic. However, the bookings out the roof. Yeah, we have blown away ever since it started opening back up. We have blown away every record in the last 16 years. But our income's not there. But I don't worry about the income because I worry about making sure, my members are saving money. They're going on vacation with their family. They're enjoying life, and God will bless me with everything else.
So what's the future look like for Hotels Etc.? Where are you at today? What does it look like in a year or two as you look into your future? We're adapting. Oh, it's looking great. It's looking beautiful. I went through 2 M&As over the last, I would say, 6 months, merger and acquisitions from public companies, and we turned them down. So I decided I wanted to continue to build a legacy, and I don't want to sell this company. I want to keep it in the family forever. The retention rate is out the roof. The bookings are out the roof. However, once again, I'm a year or two ahead of time, right? That's what I keep mentioning to you. And so now we're adapting to something that nobody else has, where you can come and purchase, our vacations, cruises, airlines, restaurants, car rentals, and etc. with cryptocurrency. So we're going to be one of the first companies, especially offering wholesale net rates to allow people to convert crypto into their vacations. All right,
that's cool, baby. I mean, you know how it is.
So what are some things that you think you've learned in business? I mean, you said you got into this industry and you weren't even part of it before. You were in a different industry prior to this. So what's something that you learned in business you can give some advice about, but you learned it the hard way?
People will piss in your ear and tell you it's raining.
This has got a story. You got a story with this, right?
As many times. So one of the biggest challenges I have learned in business, because I own several companies. Hotels Etc. is my baby, but I own several companies. And one of the biggest challenges I've ever experienced in business is the fact that, especially for me, is I have too big of a heart. I try to help people, and the person you help the most are going to be the ones that it backfires on you more often than not. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, when somebody comes up and says, hey, I'm in this bad position, I need to do this, I need to do that, and you extend, and next thing you know, they're calling the office 36 times a day. They don't even know their own damn email. They're trying to figure out what they're doing, and it's like, why do we do this? So that's the hardest lessons I've learned in business.
What do you think that happens? Like, if you've seen it as a pattern, what do you think triggers that? What, I mean, if it's over and over again.
Well, not over and over again for me, because I've learned, but there's different types of people out there. Some people are hoping that, they can turn chicken poop into chicken crap, or chicken soup, or chicken shit into chicken soup. Sorry, excuse my language, but I mean, it's I guess I'm saying that wrong. Maybe I'm saying that wrong.
No, I think that sounds right. Chicken shit into chicken soup sounds right.
Well, they're trying to take advantage of anybody possible, and that's unfortunate. Majority of the population out there, it really is unfortunate. I have 15,000 distributors. We're in 141 countries. I talk to people in every language, every culture, all over the world. We have 4 million members, and needless to say, I'm on the front line. And when I say I'm on the front line, if there's a complaint to my company, I want it. I'm going to deal with it. I don't care how big I get. I don't care if I'm an Elon Musk. If there's a complaint in my company, I want to find out why, because it's legit. I want to see if it's legit or not. But more often than not, the people that have the negative issues towards the company are the people that are wanting something for nothing.
You see that?
And it's sad to say, you know, when somebody calls you up and cusses you out because you don't know their email address. I mean, what are we supposed to do?
Yeah, there's limitations on how much customer service goes when it becomes free service.
Yeah,
I get that, dude. I've had the same types of customers, but on the flip side of that, doing those types of things and going above and beyond is what keeps your customers there in the long term, right? Like, I mean, I'm sure you have your own set of standards and quality service that you want happening in your business.
you go out of your way 100% to help everybody. That is my goal and my company. That's my motto. You know, if you have to sit there and listen to somebody complain because they don't know what their email address is, talk with them. You know, talk with them. One thing is for certain. In today's world, people like to complain. That's what they're notorious about, complaining.
That's for sure.
And to get
He ain't lying.
Yeah, exactly.
and to get a negative comment on the internet will hurt you more than it won't, than help you. Obviously, you know that. So what I mean by that, one negative comment is going to take 30 positive comments to overcome it. Just like every negative word you speak, it's going to take 7 positive words for you to become positive, you know, to overcome that. So what my goal is not to get those negative comments. If you look at Hotels Etc. on the internet, we have pretty much an A+ rating across the board. And we strive to do that. That's my goal. And we have lost a lot of money doing that. But I've learned my biggest mistake is having people take advantage of us.
Yeah. No, that online reputation is a lot. I mean, you're in a huge review business, but technically we kind of all are. Anytime you're putting your content out there, you're at risk of somebody giving you a thumbs down, somebody leaving a negative comment. You're putting yourself at risk anytime you put yourself out there, but you got to put yourself out there if you're ever going to grow your company, right? So let me ask you, Shawn, like, what can the Business Bros do for you? Like, what was you're putting yourself out there, you're putting yourself at risk of commentary. Why come on the show?
Well, first of all, I want to apologize. We are, you know, this is my green room, but it's being remodeled right now. You see the wall they're doing, so everything's not done. So I certainly apologize. This is studio room. As far as Business Pros, my assistant set this up, and I, you know, he gave me the research. You know, he done the research on you and informed me. I network. I network with you know, other professionals just like yourself, and my goal is to get the word out to help people save money and to help people make money, because we have an unparalleled opportunity for people to make money with our company. We just got done with LaGrange University, and within a couple of weeks raised them $10,000. We have many additional big universities that we're getting ready to raise millions of dollars for. So we have many different opportunities. We don't want to be in a B2C department. We don't want to sell memberships. We're the manufacturers. We own the product and service. So we'd much rather focus on you know, individuals out there that want to make money. Back in 1995, I had an opportunity to sit down with one of the most incredible people I've ever met in my life, and his name was Orville Redenbacher.
The popcorn guy?
Founder of Popcorn. Yep, I sure did. I got to sit down with him.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Exactly.
And just like he was sitting in that chair and I was sitting right here, and I asked him, I said, and I'm an entrepreneur by heart, and I said, Mr. Redenbacher, what is 2 things you would tell me in business that's imperative in business? And he said residual income and duplication. Well, our program is set up with residual income. We have an 85% retention rate. My goal is to duplicate what I have built over the last 15 years with as many people as I can to go out there and sell the product. I have your back. I'm going to make sure it's an A+ rating. I'm going to make sure customer service is taken care of. I'm going to make sure the bookings are taken care of, the cancellations, the refunds, the technology, everything. The only thing you have to do is go out there and sell the membership card. So residual income and duplication is something that is important to me. Now, as far as getting on a podcast with you gentlemen, networking, I've heard great things about you. Congratulations. And I love your show so far. It's awesome. It's awesome. We can get into a lot of good conversations on your show.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. But right now I'm just trying to do an introduction. I did send this out to a lot of the people in my distributors as well. I'm not sure if they're on the call or the podcast, but networking. I own discounts. I own more discounts than anybody on earth. If you see a discount, there's a good chance I own it. I don't care where it's positioned or how it's displayed, under what company name. I own it. I white label them to other companies. I do all this, and I own discounts. There's not too many people on earth that own discounts.
Okay, now you piqued my interest. We probably should have started with this. What do you mean you own the discounts?
I own the discounts. And if you call, you negotiate with, we just hired a brand new negotiator. He may be on a call tonight. Matter of fact, he's an author. I don't know if you can reach out to him. There's a good chance he might be on tonight. But he just wrote a book, The Power of Negotiations, and he's our new negotiator for the company. We negotiate with companies every single day a discount that's not available to anybody else, which means we're rightfully the owner of that discount. So when you see those little itty bitty football cards going around for $20 at your local high school, most likely they're my discounts, and I white label them under that little brand of theirs. It's just part of my discounts. We own discounts. Our job is to get as many discounts as we possibly can that is not available to the public.
So
you really like that one?
I'm blown away. I'm like, how?
Yeah.
How? Like, what do you mean? Like,
exploded a little bit there.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're negotiating with the business for a discount. You turn around and you sell that program to other distributors. It could be schools, it could be colleges, it could be Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, whatever it is. That's really where that's the main business part right here.
That is correct. Yep. I take the discount. I take the discounts and I put them in different types of systems and sections of the company. And if you want to be a member of hotels, etc., you can. I think I don't even know what the price is. Maybe $299 a year. I think it is. Last I heard. But I'm yelling at my board to reduce that. I want it lower. I want it to make it affordable to every single American in this, and not only American. We're in 141 countries. We have 17 international corporate offices right now in different countries. So I want to make it affordable to everybody. So I'm beating them up to try to reduce that price. But basically what we do is we will call out and we'll negotiate with the company. Let's say it's, let me give you an example. Right now we're negotiating with Amazon to give a flat 10% to all of our members across the board. We're negotiating with Walmart. We're negotiating with Kroger. So to give an example to how extensive this negotiation is, if I go and negotiate a discount within the United States for, let's say, a budget car rental, okay, I get the discount in the United States, but not the other 67 countries they're in. Now we have to contact 67 other countries to get that discount in those countries. So it's not like we're just negotiating one time and we get it everywhere. We have to follow every one of their offices. Everybody's different. but our goal is to own every single discount we possibly can. I got some great news. Hotels, etc. Well, and Hotels, etc. We just became 50% partners of onlinecoupons.com and grocerycoupons.com.
Wow.
Big. They've been around about 25 years and completely revamping this system. Now we're going to bring the deepest grocery discounts to people on their phone, right on apps, to the point of sale purchase. Then we're going to have the best online discounts and coupons on onlinecoupons.com. So we're building a network of discounts. One thing that needs to be done is to revolutionize the entire discount industry.
Yeah, like I should have a coupon app. I should just scan the barcode of my item and then just be right there in the store and be like, bling, like I can order it direct to my house. I can, whatever it is, but every store has different CPUs or they label stuff or whatever it is. But to be able to have I mean, we're already in that age in technology anyways. Everybody has a smartphone with a camera that can QR code everything. You'd probably do the same thing with the barcodes, right?
And we should have that. So for example, CVS, you go in there and you enter a phone number and get a receipt this long. Yeah. So that's so old school. And that's why we're working with companies just like that, trying to update their technology in order to adapt to what consumers' wants, needs, and desires are right now. I should be able to go to a Kroger or a Publix, scan every, like you just said, scan every barcode. When I grab a product, scan it, throw it in the cart, and the coupon's automatically on my card. It doesn't matter where I'm going or what I'm doing. It doesn't matter if it's Taco Bell or if it's Waffle House or if it's travel, entertainment, recreation. It doesn't matter. There should all be a systematic system to help people save money.
Yeah, not just that, take advantage of some of the ones that are not instant, like instant coupons at the cashier. Some of them are mail-in rebates. Why not have it where it already auto-populates, you fill in your information, it sends the rebate, and maybe you get it electronic. You don't even have to send a check anymore. Who's going to cash a check for like $3 or whatever it is when you're using some of these coupons, right?
The rebate part is hard because companies work off a point system. So if they put out a product, let's say 10,000 products of something, like we're working right now with Procter & Gamble, trying to get all their coupons into our system. It doesn't exist. So we're building technology to do this. But in order to do this, they work off a point factor. If they put out a cash back system, let's say 1 million of them, let's say they go 1 million consumers with cash back. If 100,000 people submitted it, after that, they don't want to get no more. So their whole goal is not to get them.
That's right.
That's why I particularly don't like cash back or cash rebates. It's a point system, and you're not going to.
Besides, society today is so instant right now gratification anyways, that's not going to be a popular incentive to move anybody anyways. So when you network with people, I mean, it must be awesome to just be in a room and be like, I can hook you up with that. I can hook you up with that. Let me hook you up with that. Like every single thing that crosses your path, you're like, I got a discount for that. And let me hook you up. Like people must be calling you to hang out.
Well, I have some very good contacts on my phone. I'll kind of show you. Let's see. This gentleman, I think he just texted me. Actually, let's see. You want to see this? I think he just texted me. No, maybe he didn't. Well, okay. Well, there's Ashton Kutcher. Yeah. So I have all. Yeah. I can show you Elon's number. I can show you who's that other guy? The one that owns the Mavericks. Mark Cuban. Oh, there you go. There it is. Oh, I'm gonna call him. I don't want to call him.
We're gonna get.
No, we
got a deal, Mark. We got a deal. Mark, we have a deal.
Hey, watch this. So sometimes the answer. But let's see if we get Ashton on the phone.
Oh my God, this is fantastic.
Yeah, we're gonna try. Watch this. My phone is messing up. Hold on, we're gonna try to get a couple. Let's see if we can get a couple of people on the phone and let you guys hear from somebody that has really, really, really deep pockets. Like
you can tell Ashton that I named my daughter after his wife.
You can text this phone number. If you want to be texted first, press any key now.
Messages will be sent to your
Oh, he changed his number.
Oh, got her. Got her.
Hey, that guy changes his number more. I'm telling you that.
I can't imagine why. I mean,
I know, right?
Right, here's Mark. We're gonna try to call Mark.
Oh, it's too funny.
He changed his number too.
Messages will be sent.
Oh no, my phone. No, I'm not getting service.
You got no service.
Yeah. Well, we'll call him next time on a call.
Oh well.
We'll get
On
him
the
on.
next one.
Yeah, we get on calls and it's over. So when I speak to people, everything I talk about is discounts for our members. It doesn't matter what company it is because every CEO that I encounter owns a company. So why not start right there with the discounts? Hey, I'm a discount king. Give me your discounts and disperse it to the people out there that need it. Everybody needs to save money right now.
Especially right now. Shawn, man, great episode, dude. I mean, we should have started with the coupon thing at the very beginning, the discount thing. That's awesome. I mean, I remember being in little booklets like the Penny Saver, and you literally got the scoop on everything. Like the ability to give a discount is why Groupon exists. You know what I mean? The ability to give a discount is why, you have some people who go extreme couponing and my parents were able to knock down some of their bills every month to put groceries on. Like what you're doing has tremendous benefit, not just for those who are, not making enough where they can save, but for everybody else who just wants an opportunity to try something that they never otherwise would have tried without a discount. So you're doing some amazing things. And I want to, thank you for coming on the show today. We're huge on video testimonials, so if you can let us know, what do you think of the episode today?
I think you guys are great. I think you have a very good future. I think you're doing a great job, and kudos to you. And I think that maybe you should have, if you have a network of people, perhaps you should have a paid subscription area where you have people like myself that will come in and truly educate the end user, the entrepreneur on the proper steps to take in business. Business has changed. The way we handle the business, the way the consumers buy, the way we market, and the way we process funds with crypto coming in, everything has changed, and it's changing so fast. Unless you're ahead of technology and the curve, then you're not gonna be able to take advantage of that. I encourage everybody. There was a book I read one time called Roaring 2000. It was by Harry S. Dent. And I don't read books. I typically write them. But Harry S. Dent, Roaring 2000, great guy, will talk about how every company goes to an S curve. Every product goes to an S curve, even your company, my company, everybody. And it's our objective to always get back up to that S curve. And if you guys have a good audience, I think you should do a paid subscription, have some of your successful entrepreneurs on the show and educate them on how to start and run a business.
That's an excellent idea. Thank you.
I see
really
James' face. He's all excited.
Oh, yeah. When James makes that face, it's because he was typing something down. He was writing something down. That's his, I already recognized that one. He was all over it. He was all over it. Shawn, thank you very much for being on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, dude, that was awesome. I mean, talk about the business that you're in. You're in the business of discounts. That is super cool. Everybody wants one. Everybody can benefit. So make sure you guys check it out, hotelsetcetera.com. Shawn, any other way that they can reach you or contact you?
Hotelsetcetera.com. I'm the type of person, I'll give my cell phone number to the world. I'll take care of you. You can call myself, 678-651-8439. I'm not going to repeat it again, so you better be quick. But, if you want to call me directly and speak and about a white label, fundraising, the company, distributorships, the savings, affiliate marketing, joint venture, bartering, whatever it may be, just let me know. I want to help you, everybody.
That's it, ladies and gents. That's what it's all about. Network relationships. That's where the money's at. All right, ladies and gents, that's all we got for you guys today. Shawn, thank you very much for being on the show, and we'll catch you guys again mañana. Peace. And we're out.
Shut up.
Thank you for listening to the Business Bros Podcast. Are you looking to get more clients or to increase your income? Hernan, the business bro, can help you generate referrals through the power of podcasting. And James, the insurance bro with Pipeline Insurance, can help you effectively add insurance to your existing business. If you are ready to create wealth today and generational wealth for tomorrow, email businessbros@csfirst.com to schedule a free consultation or join the Business Bros Network, www.businessbros.biz.